Of course.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You know, the one thing that I hate most is to talk about myself. I kind of do it in the off to the side. You know, I try to be as unassuming as possible because you know, humility is my thing. Yeah. But I just like to relate to the world and relate to people. I love people. And listen, I have a power over people that I just never really understood. I never really thought about it until this year. It's just, I can charm white identifying women. I don't know what it is. I'm like the white woman whisperer. But I am Rodney Snell. I am a native of Long Branch, New Jersey. Let's see. Born and raised here. My grandparents come from Kentucky and also from Georgia. My Georgia grandparents were former slaves, and so were my Kentucky grandparents. But my third great-grandfather was John Cable Breckinridge, who was a Confederate general and vice president of the Confederate States of America. I am a genealogist. I am an educator. I'm a minister. I'm a Renaissance man. I'm all things to all people. You know, I can fit myself into any box. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. And you know, I just like living and loving, and it's all about love. It's all about loving people and just finding that middle ground that makes us human. Because there's no white and black. We're lighter, we're darker. You know, that's all we are. You know, race is a construct that was created for the sole purpose of oppression, and it really has no bearing on who we are as people, because we all are at our core the same thing. It amazes me sometimes the way people just, and I'm guilty of it because I understand that, you know, we identify certain ways. You know, we're certainly very ethnocentric. You know, I believe my culture is superior to all others, as most people do. You know, and then I believe other cultures are also superior because they have things that ours doesn't. You know, I mean, where would we be without the Italians and tomato sauce? Come on.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.